Oh dear, I hope you're good at following directions, everyone. That is the title of today's Cryptic. Let's take a look at the blurb. It's really short. I love a good short blurb. 8 entries will only fit in the diagram if you follow directions. 8 entries will only fit in the diagram if you follow directions. Okay. It's not a symmetrical grid, and I do have to say, there's a 2-letter entry here. So my immediate gut says if there's an S in the clue or in the answer, that's going to stand for south, and then you start writing it south. And then if there's an E, you write it towards the east. And then if you get an N, you write it to the north. That's my first gut, but it could also be things like if there's a word with ON in it, then you literally, because that would be something on something, then you would just literally write that, but you wouldn't need to write the on, because you just put the first part and the second part. If it's a down clue, you'd put that bit on that bit. So it feels like that sort of wordplay to me. Could be that, could be entirely different. We shall find out. Following directions by Rebecca Kornbluh and Henri Picciotto. Allow me first to go over all the clues, but when I get stuck, over to you. I think we are having the same thoughts, skaters, but you just don't know. Could be anything. And good evening, Suzanne, and good evening to all of you who are in the chat that I haven't said hello to. Even Mr. Matt Clemson. Now, the fact that so the enumerations are in square brackets, which means that's what it is in the grid, which does not necessarily mean that is what the entry is. So it tells us what the space is in the grid, does not tell us the answer length. My dear lunatic, following prosecutor's fancy. My dear lunatic, following prosecutor's fantasy. Well, my dear lunatic, anagram of my dear, and that is already an anagram of dreamy, which is quite nice. But following prosecutor. Hey Liari, bye Liari. Is it this? Is it the 2-letter entry or something? Fantasy is indeed dreamy, catnip. That is It's much more specific. Okay, interestingly. Okay, interesting. I've realised I've not got the cans ready because I'm going to get the can for the next clue because there's no 7 down. Oh no! Oh, I'm not opening that anytime soon. That's not a good idea. Won't be opening that anytime soon. It's also fallen back behind the monitor. So, come on. There is indeed no 7 down. What? Have I just lost all self-control today? Apparently that's what I've done. What is this next clue? Well, if this clue is 7 across, that would be 7. That's a can of 7-Ups. That would make it 7 across. Listens to competent murder victim. I'm happy with 7. Go for 7. Listens to competent murder victim. There is a bit of biblical knowledge there, Christian Bible knowledge. And yeah, no 7 down at all. Able is the victim, and if you're competent, you're able, A-B-L-E, and it sounds like A-B-L-E, so it becomes A-B-E-L. I'm assuming that is... That does have an E in it. We do continue to write it towards the east, though. It's only 8 entries, so most are normal. That's going to be a funky one, though. That 2-letter one, 17 across, because there is a 17 across. Yes, I think so, Matt. Ferrari entering Forbidden Zone. Ferrari entering Forbidden Zone. I'm happy with this. This is cromulent. This is fine. Ferrari entering Forbidden Zone. Give that a few seconds. Go for 10. It's my favourite. It's my favourite. It's literally entering Forbidden Zone. It's Enzo. It's a person. It's not a car, but it is someone who inspired the cars for sure. Enzo Ferrari. Puts me on 1 hidden. In the lead already. This is a good crossword. Make monstrous elevator. Nearly accepted by crazy guy. Make monstrous feels like the definition. Elevator. Nearly. Accepted by crazy guy. Okay. yeah, this is a word. This must be this. This is a word. That. Oh no, there's a question mark missing. That is what I think is going on. Grid's already misaligned. It is not. That is. It's. The grid is correct. I did check it before streaming, but that doesn't mean anything really. I miss so much. The grid is not symmetrical. Oh, that's sorry. I thought you meant the grid. Yeah, it's because of the way I do it every time. It's just weird. Go for 11, even though someone... There we are. Go for 11. So it is an anagram of guy, crazy guy. So it's UGY, and that's going to accept... just going to put it in the middle. Lift, but minus the last letter, because it's nearly a lift for elevator. So it's uglify. That is an ugly word. An uglify. Just... Oh, bloody hell. Doesn't feel like a pleasant word. You ain't got no alibi. Uglify, just carry on with that. That is 11 across. 14. Unfinished comedy act. To go downhill. To go downhill is to ski. So is it a skit? Yes, I was thinking as comedy act as in like the people doing the comedy. But it can... talk about the actual comedy itself, can't it? So it can be a skit minus a T, so that's going to be ski. A paternoster lift, those are just terrifying. I really want to go on one day. Have my head chopped off. Actually, it wouldn't necessarily be your head, would it be? It'd just be like the... It would only be your head if you were going in horizontally. If you're going in vertically, it would be you in that halfway in that axis. Anyway, we are or have been... We are or have been. That just feels like there's no words there. That's just a mush of a clue. Hi, Zamo. Good evening to you. We are... Oh, right. Oh, okay. I've got 15. We are or have been. Go for 15, Matt Clemson, Faddy, Stephen, et al. Are you talking about 15 as feeling a little lazy, Caters? Because I think I do agree a little bit. We are, another way of writing that, is we're, R-E-R-E. And if you take out the apostrophe in that, it gets were, have been. That's quite a cute little spot, but it does feel a little bit... it feels like lots of words and there isn't actually a clue that it's been based around. Sort of, there's no... It just feels... It is just the gelatinous fish of the clue world. Obnoxious runts favours. Obnoxious runts favours. Now, I'm not spotting that because is it an anagram of runts? Can you do me a turn? Is it turns? I think turn can mean favour. One good turn deserves another. I think it is turns. Yeah, let's do turns. It's an unusual meaning for turns, but it works. Favours. I said the thing as you were typing it. Sorry, Matt. New York-based organisation, Victory Dances, beginning to unravel. This is a 2-letter entry in the thingy, in the grid. New York-based organisation feels like the definition. Victory is probably V. Dance is beginning, D, but then what's to unravel? Or the beginning to unravel could be U. I am deliberately not going to ask for this one because I'm pretty sure it's shenanigan and I want to see if I can get the penny drop moment on my own because I think if you told me the answer to this, I would know what was going on. So you now probably know what's going on, but I don't. Enlarge mixture for officer. Enlarge mixture for officer. Okay, this is definitely a shenanigan clue. Definitely a shenanigan clue going on here. Mixture is an anagram indicator, so go for 18. Anagram of enlarge, and it's an officer in the army. General. Now, I don't know what's being done to that. I don't know what directions... Oh, no, I do. East, northeast, is that a thing? So G... So east is that way. Do you know what I'm going to do? North, east, south, west. Just as a little aid memoir. It's like some people really struggle with left and right. No troubles with north and south for me, but east and west always get confused, and I've told that on this stream before, and I don't know why. So it'd be east, north, east. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, but the fact that there are some compass letters there feels suspicious. I'm going to come back to it, so I'm deliberately not looking at the chat. No, I'm going to wait for a few lines to go past. I don't want to know what's going on. Truck is back carrying aunt. Truck is back carrying aunt. You had me there, Arch. You had me. Oh, that's quite good. News is in clockwise order. Oh, that's good. Never eat wedded sheet, or something like that. That would be, wouldn't it? Truck is back carrying aunt. Now, back could be to back someone, to believe in them, to encourage them, to support them. And then we could put aunt in the middle of that. I don't know. Can we abbreviate aunt to A? Is that a valid thing? Of course, it could just be hidden in truck is back. Could that carry aunt? Ruckisp. Kizba. It isn't a hidden that I can immediately see unless it's backwards. I don't think it is. You can almost get cab sick going backwards in truck is back, but it's not cab sick. Slimy Wedgemite. Love it. Love it. It is a US crossword, yes. Truck. Could be van. Could be cab. Carrying is back. If you back. Gonna come back to that one. Thrown leftovers finally swallowed by pet. Thrown leftovers finally swallowed by pet. Yes. Happy with that. And I never know with this sort of thing whether you have to do a definition by example indicator for this sort of clue. You'll see what I mean when I get to the answer. Go for 21. You need a word for a pet, a specific type of pet, not a dog. And you could put leftovers finally, S. You're going to put S in cat for cast. Now, should it be pet, say, because cat is a type of pet, or can you just have pet and leave it at that? That's something I always wonder about when setting. I could take that G out, actually, because I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm pretty sure that would have a G there. 21, cast will go here. Well, yes, Stephen. It's, but the thing is, us crossworders are known to be quite pedantic. Just a teensy bit, little bit. So, it depends, I guess, but, yeah. Problem is I have to do it for work. Luckily I don't do cryptics for my work, but I do editing of crosswords, and I don't think I always get it right. I think I have a lot to learn. Anyway, best child gets afternoon donuts. Lovely. Best child gets afternoon donuts. Exactly, Matt. I would agree. Excellent. Policy. Afternoon would be PM, maybe after. Donuts would be OO, probably. Because a donut can be an O because it's a round thing. So OO. Best child gets afternoon. Or, now, I've put best child together each time. What if it's just best? Child could be a tot. Oh, it is! I've got 22. It's not OO, it's O's. Got any O's? It's topmost. Child is tot, and that's getting afternoon, which is PM. And I sort of disregarded that because I didn't think didn't think it would go in a word easily, but it's going to go here. And then donut would be O, so donuts is OS because it's plural. topmost. If something is the best, it is topmost. It's an interesting thing, cryptic grammar, and of course, no two people will ever agree on it. There's a whole range of of beliefs even within the crosswording world. Is a lift and separate acceptable? For example, some people love a lift and separate, some people don't. So like sweetheart, all one word, that can be interpreted as take the middle letter of heart. Of sweet, because it is the heart of sweet. But you have to lift and separate the two words. I love a good lift and separate. Some people don't. So, you know, you're never going to please everyone. Command from frontier, omitting the opening. Command from frontier, omitting the opening. I'm happy with 25. Not a... Well, it could be a shenanigan clue, but if it is a shenanigan clue, the length of it matches the space in the grid for it. And I do agree with you, Arch. There are no other acceptable pets other than cat. So I think in this case... cat and pet are exactly the same, they're synonymous. Go for 25. So a frontier is sort of the edge of your land, the frontiers, the borders, and then we're going to omit the opening. We're going to take the first letter off. Border becomes order. Please do keep writing them down. I think, yeah, my bosses as well, Faddy, and I cannot remember the rule. I used to be of the opinion that one anagram indicator would be enough for if you're removing an anagram of a word from a different set of anagrammed letters. I used to think one anagram indicator was enough, but now I don't think it is. So even my beliefs have changed. 27. Unhurried. Trading in Western for Eastern fruit. Okay, well, I've done my little diagram. Unhurried, trading in Western for Eastern fruit. So it's probably a word meaning unhurried, so slow, in fact. There could be a good word. If you're unhurried, you are quite slow. We're going to trade in the Western, W, and give it an Eastern, E, instead. Go for it. I have done most of the work for you. Take the word slow, remove the W, and substitute in an E instead, and you're going to get a fruit. Excellent. I don't think I have Catus either. I mean, it's such a crosswordy fruit as well. You see it come up all the time. Don't think I've ever had it. And I'm not a gin drinker. I don't drink. So, Copycat came across eggs. Hyphenated. Copycat came across eggs. It is a thing. It is a fruit of the blackthorn thing, tree, shrub, plant. Copycat came across eggs. Hyphenated. What are eggs doing there? And why is there a hyphen? Copycat feels like the definition. Came across is like ran into. Came across ran. Eggs. Eggs can be another thing for O, actually, can't they? Ranu. Not that. I know Fanny's got it, but I'm going to run away from it. River in the middle of Henri's French island. River in the middle of Henri's French island. River is R. Is that telling us to put R in the middle of Henri? But Henri is already in French. French island is Ile, I-L-E. Now, this could be a shenanigan clue. There's 4 spaces in the grid, but that doesn't mean that that is the answer. So, can I just put an R in there? French island. So is it going to be something like Corsica? It's got an R in it, and it's a French island, but I don't see how that can be Corsica. What other French islands are there? Francois. does make you sound like you're having a little bit of a stroke. There's nothing wrong with this clue, says Stephen, but Faddy doesn't like it. See, you can't please everyone. Okay, first letter, please. Let's. I want to see what the fight's about. N. Normandy. No Mandy with R in it. No, Normandy's a region, it's not an island. Is there an island of Normandy? I don't think so. Next letter, please. Oh, it's not bad, but... okay, Nicosia? No, it doesn't have an R in it. Oh, I was thinking river could be R. What if it's not? What if it's Po or something like that? Po is a classic thing. But we've got N-I... Next. It's not so hidden, is it? In the middle of Henri. Henri? Henri with R in it? Henri? Nil. I am in denial. French island is Ile. Oh, right. It's so flipping heck. Okay. Grumpy. Middle of Henri is N. French island is Ile, as already mentioned. And the river is in Nile. Nile. At least it wasn't hidden. Yeah, I'm in denial. The river is Nile. One's essence can be found in diesel fuel. Well, that one is a hidden. I'm just going straight for it. That one is a hidden. Bonus point to me. Thank you very much. That's self. It's literally hidden in diesel fuel. S-E-L-F. Oh. Because then it'll make it NR for... Because it's a 6-letter thing if you include the that S. Nah. Catus. Yeah. I would agree. I think that shouldn't be there. The apostrophe S. I don't know what it's doing. I think it's wrong. Ooh, Grumpy Dan. But in the middle of... yeah, but it doesn't... Surface-wise, fine. Cryptic grammar-wise, not fine in my opinion. Oh, fight. Give up. Far worse alternative. Give up. Far worse alternative. Now. Give up. Succumb. Secede. Going to come back to that one. Oh, it could be seed, C-E-D-E, but because give up land is to seed it. But not sure. Okay, 36. Formally greeted brusque, highly ranked competitor around gym. Let me just check. That's highly ranked, but with a hyphen. Not all the hyphens come through for some reason. Normal hyphens do, but if it's a hyphen at the end of a line, it does not. And that one was at the end of a line. Formally greeted brusque, highly ranked competitor around gym. Formally greeted. Okay, the gym is probably the Y. That's an American thing. And I want a highly ranked competitor to be a seed. Okay, hang on. It is that, because it's curt. If you're brusque, you're curt. Then there's your seed, but we're going to put Y in the middle of it. Curt seed. There's things going on there. That could be... So that 36 is here. Curt. No. I was going to replace the I, E-Y-E, with the letter I, or a picture of an I, but it's still too long. But curtsied is a shenanigan clue. So I'll do that. Oh, and of course that now. There we go. Oh, picky, aren't we all? Rebecca finally appears in Spy's distorted photos. anagram of spies with the last letter of Rebecca. Rebecca, finally, A, appears in Spy's distorted anagram. But then it means photos, and I can't work out the anagram. Oh! I can, and I was right. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, it doesn't like it. We're all being picky tonight. Go for 38. Cromulent. Oh, I love the word cromulent. Good word. It is a type of photo. It is a sepia. And a sepia does stand for a sepia photo. So anagram of spies with around the letter A, sepias. Big hole in area near shortstop. Big hole in area by shortstop. Now, I think I've come across this abbreviation before, so I'm okay with it. I am okay with 39. You don't have to like every clue, which is just as well, based on some of the crosswords we've done in the past. Mainly, I'm thinking the independent ones tend to be more, ooh, I don't like it. If I don't like a clue, they tend to be from the independent. Go for 39. A is area. Area is A. If you're near somewhere, you're by it. And I assume it's a basing the ball thing. I'm assuming for shortstop. Baseball, shortstop, SS. You get an abyss. I know not the way of the baseball, but I think I've come across this enough now that I've remembered it this time. I won't remember it next time, of course. To carry pear mixture to the front, it is placed in a canal. To carry pear mixture to the front, it is placed in a canal. What? It is placed in a canal. Is it going to be an earpiece? Or something like that. Pear mixture at the front. So anagram of pear. So we've got ear P. It is IE. And where does the CE come from? But I think it's earpiece. Swing and a miss. Ear pods, probably not earpods. Earbuds, no, probably not. This is from 2015. Actually, it's probably from 2014 or 2013, but the book it was in was published in 2015. 10 years! Don't do that, Dad. Don't do that. Okay, but I think anagram of pear, and it's at the front. It is id est, so that's IE. Placed in a canal. I think the yeah. No, if the definition is it is placed in a canal. So I need to carry to go after anagram of pear. It is placed in a canal feels like the definition. To carry. What is to carry? To bear, to haul, to lug. There you go. So if you lug, you carry. Anagram of pear mixture at the front. So pear mixture, anagram of pear, put that at the front. Then lug. Earplug. Yeah, big lug. Go around Old City to get soup. Go around Old City to get soup. Okay. I was thinking it's not going to be childish. It's not going to be. It's not going to be wee, is it? It's not going to be wee, is it? I don't think so. I was right. It wasn't wee. Wasn't far off though. You need to know an ancient biblical city for this. Classic crossword 2-letter city, and it's not wee, but it's very close to it. Go for 41. Plug to carry around Wyatt. Whew. Blimey. It is puree, absolutely. Okay, doesn't know what you're doing. Puree. So to pee is to go, literally. To go is to we. So P, we are sophisticated, and the old city is you are. Is that a biblical thing or is it ancient Egyptian? I'm not sure. I thought it was Bible, but it's something like that. But put in P, puree, and that is a soup. I'd argue that a puree is slightly thicker than a soup, but it is essentially the same thing. Babylonian Sumeria. Okay, fine. Oh, Neil, carry on with your own puzzle. Keep on doing it. No, I'm not meaning to sound catty there. I mean, like, I love it when you get absorbed into a good puzzle. Frost recited a poem. That's a nice surface. I like that. It's straightforward. I like it. Frost recited a poem. I'm happy with that. Give that a few seconds. It's a homophone clue. It's a sounds out loud clue. If it was a jigsaw puzzle, then I forgive Neil immediately. Yes, can I've got. Oh, you can't see it, but just up there, I've got a couple of jigsaw puzzles which I got for Christmas. The problem is I haven't got anywhere for them, which is a problem. So I need to do it in one sitting. That kind of a jigsaw puzzle for me is best done in drive-by mode, by which I mean it should be laid out on a table at all times, and it should be in a communal area or somewhere that you pass quite frequently, and then you're meant to be going past it and just go, oh, I'll just do another few pieces, and it sucks you in, and then half an hour later you do it. But it's drive-by mode. That's what I think the jigsaw should do best. I don't have that space, so I would have to literally do it all there and then put it away, which would be a shame. But drive-by mode is what jigsaws should excel at. You have a big board that you could theoretically leave a puzzle on and follow it over. Now, I didn't think they work. I know of them, Arch. I'm glad you say that, because I wouldn't get on with them, I don't think. And empty flat surfaces indeed. Go for 42, by the way. Frost. If it's a bit nippy outside, if it's frosty, things might be covered in rime, R-I-M-E, but it sounds like that. So it's rhyme, and of course it's referencing the poet Frost, so it's just a nice surface there. Also true, Catus, I do like you do the easy bits of the border, and then you get someone else to actually do the hard bits where all the colour, all the sky, it's just a very subtle gradient of blue. Yeah, you could do that, Mum. Yeah. Actually, my mum loves a good challenge like that, so that's fine. But yeah, I'll do the easy bit. 43. Store nuts next to tag for hormone. Store nuts next to tag for hormone. Okay, it's going to be a hormone. And the only hormone I can immediately think of is insulin. I can't work out how it would be insulin. Store nuts could be anagram of store. Next to tag, label. And going to come back to 43. Indeed, Matt. Yeah, no 7 down. Disappointing. Hopefully the downs should be quite quick, though. We've got a lot of things. So the downs, I'm hoping, will be quite quick. Stop confusing sides with part of top. Stop confusing sides with part of top. And yes, okay, go for one down. Go for one down straight away. Let's start rattling through things. Anagram of sides, confusing sides, and then part of top, the first letter of top, a T. Desist. And that's a regular clue. Essence of unappreciated joint. I will see such. I will. Essence of unappreciated joint. So it's ankle based on the Wheel of Fortune from the grid. But why? Unappreciated joint. Essence of. Is it like rankle minus the R something? Is unappreciated rankled? I'm not quite. Rankled is more irritated in my book, but that looks like ankle. The crosses seem okay. I'll put it in, but there's a bit of a question mark. Feeling deep bitterness. Oh, I'm an expert in that. Where odors go with feathers, Western Indiana. Okay, so it's Iowa. Again, immediately just basing it on that and Western. Where odors go with feathers. So Indiana is your IA. Hang on. With could be W. Go. Where's the O coming from? Now, what if it isn't? I feel like it is Iowa, but what if it is a shenanigan clue? Where odors go. Okay, what if it's downwind instead? Okay, an entirely different reading. Downwind. Where odors go, they go downwind. If you've got feathers, you've got down. Western is W. In Indiana is in. So it's actually... Wow, okay. So, how do we put that in? That's absolutely a shenanigan clue. I want to put wind, but down. But it's down that goes there. So where's the wind going? I'm not quite sure of the answer entry method yet. So again, if you spot it, don't say it. Googling Iowa odors gives, do you often wonder why Iowa smells so bad so much? I used to live in Reading, and there's a suburb of Reading called Whitley, and it was known for the Whitley whiff because it had some sewage works that weren't covered up. Essentially, they eventually covered them up, and oh my goodness, the smell was gone. It was wonderful, horrible smell, but literally the Whitley whiff, just horrible. Yeah. So anyway, there you go. So it's not just Iowa that smells bad. Regretted impolite expression. Regretted impolite expression. Go for 4. I just need to work out which of the 2 words it is because it's 2 homophones. I think it's rude, R-U-E-D, and not rude, R-U-D-E. Impolite is rude, D-E, but it sounds like that, so it becomes E-D. Also, look at the grid, and there it is. Move back. Missing restricted exit. So it's going to be egress because that is an exit. So it's regress. And to move back is to regress. Missing R for restricted, as in a classification level, it becomes an exit. I forget that quite a few of you have actually been in and around Reading. See, Neil, just tell everyone to the chat. Genuine thing, wasn't it? And it was terrible, really bad. I also used to work quite near that at one point. And I had a car at the time. You couldn't escape it, even in the car. Pointy hat of future engineer. Pointy hat of future engineer. I bet. Yeah. It's just it just makes life unpleasant, doesn't it? I think I've got this. I think this must be mitre, because that is a pointy hat, and a future engineer could be like. So if you go to MIT, you are trained to be. And it's ER, isn't it? In there for them, for you, for Americans. I was going to say Australians, for Americans. But where does the future part come in? Like an MITer is someone who's studying to become an engineer. Okay, an MITer, that's where it's going. I'm okay with that, cryptic-wise, that's fine. We, of course, spell it R-E, which was confusing me because it's not how this thing works. At a hearing, purchase Greek islands side streets. So, buy roads, as in buy, B-U-Y, roads, R-H-O-D-E-S, as in the Greek island of Rhodes. Buy roads are your side streets. I want to buy roads. Which now, I sang like Queen, I want to break free. I want to buy roads. Composer's catalogue for the audience, another out loud. Okay, yes. It's a classic pun here coming up for 9 down. Go for 9. What clue wasn't that last one? It wasn't 7 down. This clue also isn't 7 down. I want to buy roads. Go for 9. So the catalogue. List. Put a Z in it for list. Terrible, terrible puns have been based on that homophone-ness. Not even going to get into that, Stephen. Let's not. Flaneur. Let me just check that is what is written in the thingy. Yes. Flaneur. Arranged solemn rite of passage. 3. So this is probably a shenanigan. Because flaneur arranged anagram of flaneur. Solemn rite of passage. Yes, I'm happy with 12. Go for 12. Where is 12 actually to put in the thingy? Will this help me? Okay, well, it's funeral because it's an anagram of flaneur. And it's just gonna do that. No, funeral. I'm going to take the N back out again because I'm not certain, but what was 17 across? General. Okay. Okay, got it. Okay. There we go. That's what's going on. I just couldn't spot it for a while. Funeral and general both end neural, and that had me wondering. So GE, put the NE all in one go and make it mean northeast, and then there's your RAL. So there's your general. Funeral. Oh, we need to change the direction. Up you go there. So there's your funeral. So we've got those two in. So curtsied, which is 36. So that's southeast then. Kurt, then southeast, YED. There's your curtsied. So I did expect it would be to do with directions to start off with. So I'm glad that that's bearing fruit. So downwind, so down and then NW, northwest, IND. Okay, there we go. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of them are in the grid now. 4 to go. In the grid. I think that's wise actually, because then we'll just be able to easily see how many we've got. They all appear to be. It's always a 2-letter abbreviation as well. They'll be difficult to cross, I would imagine. Parisian is eagerly ingesting the flavour of Pernod. Parisian is eagerly ingesting the flavour of Pernod. That is anise, the flavour of Pernod. So it's a hidden. Now I didn't spot it, but I spotted it in the back run. I think that's a 0. I don't think I spotted that, but I don't get a -1. A 0 there. And I'll be more generous to myself next time. 13 down is anise. 17. Tie goes to the... So can I give... Sod it. 3 hiddens. 3. Official. Removing... I'm assuming that just meant in my favour arch, so I am immediately advantaging myself. Official removing the boundaries of garbage sites. Yep, happy with 17. Also, is this a baseball thing? Well, it's certainly a football thing. Ump. Go for 17. Ump. Everybody, type the word ump. Got the ump. The word perfect, Catus. It's dumps. Garbage sites are dumps. Remove the boundaries. Take off the first and last letter. You get ump. Channels. Courage around territory. Channels. Courage around territory. Let's have a look at 18 down. Okay, I had guts. I know. My first thought was guts for courage. So territory could just be TER then. That must be an abbreviation that you can do. So territory TER, put guts around it. You get gutters for channels. I haven't been bowling for a long time. But when I do, Gutters stay down. I do not score very well. Residence is easy to manage in Michigan. Just the opposite. Residence is easy to manage in Michigan. Just the opposite. 2020. Easy to manage in Michigan. Just the opposite. Okay, so just the opposite means it's not easy to manage in Michigan. It's Michigan in easy to manage. Go for 20. Michigan, MI. And docile is your easy to manage. And put that together. What do you get? Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Domicile residence. Same, Michael, but that's why you have grids. Otherwise, it would just be a long list of clues that you would just fill out like a test. It's why we have grids, so that we can help each other when we start filling in letters. Possibly experiencing difficulty reading screeds. Oi. This one I'm absolutely going to have to look at the grid for. Oh, blimey. Okay. Shenanigan! Ah, okay, and now I will have to start disambiguating them. Let's do that. Let's put you in orange. Go for 21 down. So this is a shenanigan clue. One thing I will say is based on the fact that we've got a northeast here, a northeast here, northwest here, southeast here. I'm going to put a southwest here. So that's going to be menswear. So whatever was going on there, that is menswear. This is cross-eyed. But I don't know why. I haven't actually looked at the clue. Possibly experiencing difficulty reading. So that's cross-eyed. Screeds, oi, anagram. Where's your anagram indicator for that? Oh no, a reading can technically be an anagram indicator, can't it? What's your reading of the situation? You can... I don't think it is no. Anyway, it's definitely cross-eyed. Nah, don't like it. Many a fat August baby is embraced by hugs. There's got to be a hidden, surely. Many a fat August baby is embraced by hugs. Now, in hugs and kisses, that's XOXO. So the hugs are O's. So hugs is going to be OS, because hug is O, so hugs is OS. Your August baby, bit of stupid astrological knowledge is needed here. Go for 23. And then many a fat is the answer there. Good evening, Ruffle. It is not a very good answer. I would agree. Oleo. So Leo is your August baby. OS is your hugs. Oleos is your fats. 23. I didn't look at the thing, but there we go. 23. It means you're... Oh, no. Could that... I don't know whether Leo is at the start or end of August. So you could be a Leo, but I don't know which side of it is. So can it? He and I, accepted by group of geniuses, right? It suits him. Well, we know it's menswear. So it's Mensa, the group of geniuses. So we've got men's, and we are he and I. And... Oh, the Mensa ends in A, doesn't it? So Mensa with we in, and then R for right. There we go, that's menswear. So there'll be one other thing that will link up with that SW. It's got to be that, and it's got to end up with swear, doesn't it? So it's probably that. I was once a member of Mensa Ruffle, so your definition is absolutely correct. Declined to unite, breaking with the Republican majority. 26. Declined to, definition. Unite breaking with a Republican majority. It does look like it's sort of a mini pyramid. That's true. I'm going for refused here. Well, I'll be honest, I didn't find it interesting, so I just stopped subscribing. But yeah, all it means is I can do the sort of puzzles that those tests excel at. That's all it means. It doesn't mean anything else. Quite frankly, we know it doesn't mean much else. I've got refused here. Declined is refused. To unite is to fuse. Breaking, so going in a Republican majority. So that red, because a Republican is a red state, so a Republican majority state is a red state. That's sort of the sentence in the way that I would replace one with the other. So red can be Republican majority. Put fuse in the middle of that and get refused. Terrible strife. You can find it in the kitchen. I'm now just thinking knife. It's not. Terrible strife. Oh, a sifter. Anagram of strife. Becomes a sifter. Model of the solar system is delusional. It's a modern choice, Stephen. It's a modern choice since only about like the 90s. That's before then. The right used to have the blue colour and the left used to have the red in the US as well, but there was an election where they decided to flip it and it's been the same ever since. I think it was Clinton or the one before, but it's a surprisingly recent change in the US. Anyway, model of the solar system, this is a word, I like this word. Is delusional error? Yes. I'm sorry, I haven't a clue. Orrery. As recent as that, Manic. That is insane. That's just so recent. So yeah, really recent that it changed. So I don't know what does it do in Slay the Spire. There's a good puzzle room, a good like the room or the House of Da Vinci. A good puzzle room will have an orrery in it. They will have an orrery puzzle. It's a model of the solar system. So that is that. Ready for action. Start of event is recorded. 2 words. Gives you 5 more card selections added to your deck. That's good. That is good. I'm looking forward to Slay the Spire 2, actually. Not that I played the first one enough. I want to get the board game. I do not have £90. It's £90! £90 for a board game! Ready for action. Start of event is recorded. Okay, on tape is in recorded. Now, on tap is ready. I wouldn't have said on tap was ready for action, but I would say on tap is ready. I think the for action isn't really needed. Start of event is E, and then is recorded is on tape. I like fiddling with things, though. Ruffle. Raid phrase. I like a physical game in front of me when it comes to things like that and board games. I prefer a good fiddle in front of me rather than a fiddle online. Shut up nearby. 13-1. 31. Oh, don't, Stephen. The cost of a round. It's why I don't go out, aside from the fact that... So I didn't drink when I was a lot younger. I could sort of... My mum turns a significant age later this year. I will have a glass to celebrate that. So I'm not completely teetotal, but I essentially don't drink. But I didn't drink when I was a student. So I dreaded going out because A, I was a student, I didn't have much money. And B, I wasn't drinking. So I was just having the cheap stuff, cheap Coke, lemonade, whatever. And they were having normal stuff. So when it came to a round, it's like, this is not worth my while. I am not paying 30, 40 quid for a round as it was then for what... And I get a... No, I'm not doing it. So there, oh, Grumpy Dan. Shut up nearby. Okay, go for 31. There is also that ruffle. I hate being around drunk people as well. I can love family members, but as soon as they turn drunk, I hate members of my own family as well. Get control of yourself. gosh. I am not nearly as tolerant as I make myself out, I think, when it comes to things like that. To shut up is to close. To shut up a shop is to close. And if you're nearby, you are close. I did not blackmail anyone. That is where I was going wrong, was it? Fair enough. But yes, I'd like to think that most of the time I'm quite a kind person. But there are red lines that are quite surprisingly close to me that if you cross, I have no tolerance for you, one of which is the drinking side of things. So actually, it makes me wonder what kind of person I am. Anyway, enough of philosophical Dan. Let's finish off this crossword. Tropical cookouts as usual. Hardly. Tropical cookouts as usual. Hardly. So it's luau's. Oh, anagram of usual. Now, where's your anagram indicator there? Is it hardly? Is that an anagram, really? And finally, it's a word, and it's pushing it, isn't it, Katus, in my opinion? Wild orgy could mean flesh in a sandwich. Oh, that kind of... Okay, I was thinking it was going to be an anagram of orgy, and it was going to be gory, and that could be like flesh, which can be glory, but what's the sandwich bit doing? No, it's the other anagram. Gyro, euro, you say it how you want, I'll say it how I want, which I think is going to be euro. I prefer euro, because that is flesh in a sandwich, I think. So there. Oh, is it not? Okay. Euros would be the singular. Okay, well, moving on then. Right, one across must be daydream rather than just dreamy then. So, my dear lunatic, following prosecutor. So, oh, a DA. That's what I couldn't get earlier. DA is your prosecutor, of course. 17 across. Okay, so it's unwind. There's only a 2-letter thing there. Unwind. So New York-based organisation, the UN. Victory, win. Dances beginning D. Put that all together, what do you get? Unwind, to unravel. 29, no, 19. Truck, this is an American thing, is back. So is back carrying... Oh, why is Aunt ME? So truck is a semi, that's fine. Is back... Oh no, Aunt M. Auntie M. Is that from Wizard of Oz or something? Yes, I'm getting that from Katus. So M, the correct way round, in is, but backwards. 29. Okay, so it looks like me too. Copycat. Me too. Oh, if you came across someone you met, you meet them, don't you? So met, and then eggs is ooh. 35. Give up far worse alternative. That's nice. Forswear. But why? Oh, it's an anagram of far worse. The thing is, when you know the length of an answer, it does make a clue much easier. It is why I enjoy my big, giant, silly crossword at the end of the year, where I don't give you how long a clue is on its first day. It makes it surprisingly tricky, and it's just a delightful piece of information to get later. So anagram, because if I'd been told it's an 8-letter answer, I would have gone looking for an anagram of 8 letters, and far worse would have worked. So there you go. Probably was back then. Yeah, I wouldn't have said it is now. Me too, hyphenated. 43. Store nuts, next to tag for hormone. Ooh. Next tag. There's no extra letters here, so I know that at least Katus has got it, and others of you have probably got it as well. Yes, Matt Clemson. It's gone to a UK style for the crossings in this one. Seafood, but spelled S-E-E. Store nuts. So anagram of store. Yes, that's what it is, because it's then... So the T and the R can only go in one of two ways, and the better way is that way. And when you put it like that, must look like ID at the end. Oh, so if you tag something, you identify it. Right. Very good, Catus. Well done for getting that a long time ago. That's excellent. Well done. Store nuts, anagram of store. Tag is ID. You get hormone steroid. And I think now we're done. I think we are. So 8 entries only fit in the diagram if you follow instructions. The instructions are to literally take the compass directions here and change your direction and go in them. And then the entries will indeed fit. And that is Following Directions by Rebecca Kornbluh and Henri Picciotto. Highlight for swear for neatness. Neatness, 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 neatness.